What is going on, Multiversers? It has been a hot minute since we've had any sort of Multiversus related news. Well, luckily, our friendly neighborhood data miner, Lysol, is providing us with some information. And it's kind of some good stuff. So it's good news for the game currently, and it also will affect the game in the future. But good news for the game, a possible tease, if you will. We'll break it down, we'll get to it, but a possible tease for a future character, and then some interesting concepts or some interesting unused moves for some characters in the game. So let's start off with that good news first and foremost, right? What is the good news? Well, Lysol here tells us this. This was a couple days ago, but in case you already lost hope for Multiverses, some people have, but I guess I can understand, but in case you already lost hope for Multiverses, just to bring you some sort of hope, bring the hope back, as well as the fact that they will relaunch. Yes, the game is relaunching next year, can't wait, but the good news is this. The developers are actively working on the game, as the internal dev branch as well as the staging branch are actively being updated on Steam for testing. So if we need to put that simply, the devs are working on the game. I mean, that probably doesn't come as a surprise, but maybe to some people it does. Like there's a group of people out there, and I can understand where they're coming from, but there's a group of people out there that believe once the game goes offline in June, that once that happens, they're just going to pull the plug and nothing's going to happen. The devs aren't going to be working on the game currently right now, according to Lysol. They keep updating stuff for testing. They're not going to be doing that if they're just going to pull the plug all of a sudden randomly. So good news, the game is still actively being worked on and changed. We don't know exactly what those things are, but at least it's good news, right? That's not bad news. They're working on the game. Cool, good stuff. Now let's talk about that tease for an upcoming character. I call it a tease, but I don't know if it's a full tease. You'll see what I mean. So here's the tweet, and then we'll show the little clip here and we'll slow it down so you can kind of see it. But the tweet, what it says is, in case anybody was wondering, by the way, even though it doesn't tell us much, this is character number 26. Now, if you don't know, characters have code names of numbers in the data files. So character number 26, we don't know the identity of, so this is character 26 and his side special currently. Note, not all the stuff related to the data. It's likely a placeholder, so there you go with that. But it does the teleport attack shown in the clip below. So I'll play that clip right now for you guys, and I'll repeat it a little bit, slow it down so you can kind of see it. But what we're seeing here is the Shaggy in the, I guess, the full yellow get up, He's doing his side special, and it's a quick, he like hits him once with the side special going one direction, but immediately turns around and does the same move in the opposite direction. So what I'm getting from this, and what I was reading from some of the comments that some of the people that seen the tweet, some people think this could be a hint. By no means is this confirmation, but this could be a hint for maybe Flash's moveset. Maybe Flash is coming to the game, with how quick Flash would end up moving in the game, doing, rapid kicks, rapid punches, something like that. He's in one place 1 second, and the very next he's in a different spot. Something like this, something like a teleport attack would actually be pretty cool here. So maybe, just speculation. But yeah, maybe this has to do with, maybe this is Flash. Maybe character 26 is going to be a big character from the DC franchise. We'll have to ultimately wait and see, but at least we got a little information going from one spot to the next very, very quickly, so that's kind of cool. Now we're going to be moving on to some of those moves that were, I guess we'll call them scrapped moves or unused moves. And I got something to say on this that I think it would be a cool feature that they could add to the game later. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see, but here's the first one. Again, I'll play the clip in just a second, but here's the tweet. Lysol says, here's a scrapped Jake jab. Ignore the first little bit. But there are two others related to this. A scrapped move where you can change the weapon he uses. The other jabs are for his axe and his spike. So in the clip that should be playing right about now, we'll see him use his little hammer arm or whatever that thing is. So we see him using that. So that was a different jab at one point, which would be kind of a cool thing. We've seen this. I made a video maybe even a month ago now about unused moves in the game, and there's quite a few. So many characters have unused jabs and stuff like that. What if they expanded upon it a little bit, but they got to make it balanced? So anybody that was around during the Smash Wii U phase, you remember those custom movesets that characters had? Some of them were ridiculously OP and really, really good and kind of game-breaking a little bit. But what if Multiversus did that and they gave you different movesets so you could swap out a certain jab, you know? It does the animation might be a little bit different from the other one. It might do a tiny bit more damage. Maybe it does a little bit less. I don't know. Just me thinking out loud. But what if they had custom move sets for certain moves? Maybe you could do that. That way, you know, you could unlock it through the character progression chart. So like, you know, right now, currently in the game, you have level 1 through 15. What if they add more to that and you get to like level 20 and you unlock a custom, a new jab move or new jab animation for a character, like for Jake, for example? Wouldn't that be, I think that'd be kind of a cool thing. It adds a little bit more to it. Again, you have to find the sweet spot with balancing which jabs, you know, or whatever moves they might be. You got to find the sweet spot to make sure the move is just, you know, just as good, maybe a little bit different. It can't be overpowered and like absolutely dominate the character's moveset, but, you know, something to spice it up just a little bit. That way, I don't know. I think it could be a fun idea if done right, but, you know, it's just one person's opinion. Now for the second of two. Yeah, we only got 2 of these unused moves, but at least it's one more just to kind of take a quick peek at. Again, show the little clip right after the tweet, but here's the tweet. It just says it's a scrapped version of Aria's side special, and apparently it did way more damage than it does right now if all are landed, and I assume they mean all attacks. So it's like a multi-hit attack. So it's kind of similar to what she has currently. Aria goes flying through the air. Here's the clip. Goes flying through the air. I think does she actually twist? I don't know. I don't play Aria like ever. Mine's still at level 1. I have not touched the character once, but she goes flying through the air, and I think in game currently, doesn't she do like an actual rotate in the air? This one, she just kind of flies straight forward, and she's got the action swirl marks that go around her as she's moving, I guess, towards the opponent or whatever. But it's kind of interesting. Would this, if they reduce the damage a little bit, again, they say it does way more damage, the little clip that we showed, that does way more than what the one currently in game does. Again, going back to my idea, could you make this an unlockable attack? Possibly. Again, you gotta figure out the balancing and everything, but you know, it could be fun. Just alternate ways, you know, more moves to use per character. That freshens things up quite a bit, right? It could lead to new combo potentials or whatever it might be. Who knows? Maybe it fits your playstyle a little bit better than the other one or not. I don't know. But either way, that's kind of all that I got for this one for you guys today. I do got a couple other videos. I've been saving one forever. I don't know why I'm not uploading it, but probably next week, maybe. We'll see. Either way, I still got a couple more Multiversus videos for you guys, but I just have to upload them. But either way, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.